All right, so here we are spectating all the way in his teammate, and the first thing I just noticed is they have enough money to buy a loadout, and he leaves the buy station. Now, may not seem like a big deal to you. However, this just falls into waste of time. And on top of that, if another team does push us with a loadout, we will probably die. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume Always is not paying attention to his money situation, and that's why he's grabbing the scav. But just simple shit like that. Make sure you guys are always paying attention to your HUD, which is, you know, your money, your weapon, your ammo, the mini map, all this shit on your screen. Pay attention to it because it all plays a part in how you're going to play the game. Oh shit, ding, ding, ding. Finally, all the way realizing, holy shit, we got plenty of money. What am I doing? Makes his way back to the buy station. Now, I'm looking at the timer. We just wasted 60 seconds, which isn't a lot of time in hindsight, right? It doesn't seem like a shit ton. But you got to remember, this game is about 22 to 24 minutes long. You just wasted 1/24 of the match time on some bullshit. And we just started spectating the squad. Imagine how many times they waste time and how much time they actually take away from themselves to go out there and get that PR game, to go out there and get that W because they worry about positioning and rotations over anything else. People fall in this freaking habit of just looting shit. I don't know why. I don't get it at all. I don't really expect them to get the scavenger because the circle is going to be coming in soon. We'll sit in our loadout all day. No big deal. And then we head out. And I'm not really surprised by that. He's rocking the RPG as a secondary. That's fine, I guess. Whatever floats your boat, Captain. And do a little quick 360, sign up for phase time. Let's get it. Now we're rotating in towards the zone, which again, I'm not against. Rotations is definitely a priority you want to take. What are we zooming at? Okay, guys, look. What are we? What are we doing? I was literally about to rewind the video to aim at the ground, and I didn't have to. He's doing it again. What are you doing? I want you guys right now to look me in the eye. Everyone right now, stop what you're doing. Drop your pen, drop your paper. You know, if you're in school watching this video, tell your teacher to shut the fuck up, whatever the case is. And answer this question. Why the fuck would anybody aim at this? I need a serious answer. Serious answers only, okay? If there is any. There's another thing that just blows my mind. Like, there's nothing there. We're aiming at the ground, right? Now, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just trying to point out different situations where you don't want to do this shit, right? I'm a firm believer in players learning from their mistakes and mistakes of others. And that's why we really just kind of pause shit, go in on them, and talk about those things. That way, maybe it'll embed it in your brain not to do the same things. Here we are pushing up, and we have a vehicle coming to our right-hand side. Hey, we realized it. We're gonna go shoot at them. Nope. What? All right, a couple things we're gonna talk about real quick. First, we see the vehicle. We get to cover. I respect it by the wall. I love it. But right now, we see there's his little head right there. So at this point, we need to snap our reticle onto him, get ready to track him, ADS, and start shooting, right? But instead, our first instinct is to throw C4. Now, there's a bunch wrong with this. One, you can't throw the C4 this far. Two, we have an RPG, fam. You have a loadout with an RPG literally for moments like this, and this is your first instinct to Hail Mary a big ass thing of C4 across the map. No, absolutely not. As far as Blue, he's gonna die no matter what. He's not even looking at them. He's looking at us. I don't know what the hell he's doing. So again, either ADS and blow him down with your rifle or hit him with the RPG. C4's out the way. And then here, we throw the C4 and we continue to look into space. We're just staring at the trees and admiring the scenery, which is, I respect, very good scenery, right? They did a good job with the graphics in this game, but the problem is, again, we can't see shit. We're staring at nothing. And this comes from him being so committed to that C4. The moment he threw that C4 and we saw it do this, where it's not gonna reach, give it up. I would just let it sit on the ground, run away, switch weapons, teabag the ground. I don't give a shit, but committing to a bad throw, he didn't get to shoot the enemy. He didn't even get to shoot the enemy. All right, but here we have McCarthy, him and his teammate. They're going from place to place. I would assume they just had a UAV go away because they do have this area marked, and we're going to jump off and go fight this squad. Now, normally I don't mind the separation. I fuck with it, but the fact that we have one building marked right here and Blue is looking at this building has me a little suspicious. It's like we marked where the enemies might be at. We marked where the ping was in the UAV, but for some reason Blue thinks he's in here. So when that happens, I'd fall back to my squad mate and go push this building and push one building at a time, because what could possibly happen is if there is a guy in the one that Blue's looking at, which he's in a fight right now, and we're out here in the open, where both buildings have a line of sight on us. Very easy kill for the team, assuming there is another enemy in this building. Unfortunately, Flores does go down to a camper. Here we go. Hopefully, he's going up the stairs. You can hear him. We're going to spam a nade in there for no reason. We see an enemy down. We're safe to execute him without, I mean, we're not safe right now because we're in the doorway. We'll probably end up dying from the guy on the ledge, the guy in the doorway, whatever the case may be. Or shit, there might be a guy right here. But we're vulnerable as shit right now to execute. But if we would have executed him before we got in the doorway, this enemy right here wouldn't be able to ping us. Now, I'm firm on don't execute unless you're safe to do so. But when we rounded that corner, we were safe to execute him. The problem with where he is right now, and I just happened to pause at the right exact time, is when you assume there's another enemy in the building, which there's got to be, you want to clear the doorway before you enter the doorway. Meaning there's a staircase right next to us, to our right-hand side. There's a staircase. Staircase right here. It leads right up to a door in the second floor, right? So that's the first place I would look. Instead of walking in the doorway, I'd scan that bitch, like, okay, staircase is cleared, no one's head glitching the door, we're good to go. And then I would proceed to enter the building and clear it out. But instead of clearing it, we're gonna go ahead and assume that the guy's down here on blue ping, so. Weird, holy shit, absolutely weird. Who would have thought? All right, here we are now landing on a scav, which I definitely respect. We gotta regroup halfway through the game, 77 players left. We are literally halfway through. We gotta get our money and get it quick. All right, we got the scav. We're close enough to the first scavenger to actually do it ourselves. And you notice that Flores is floating above. Flores is floating above right now. That way, whenever we grab the scavenger, should the second one pop up way the hell like Superstore or something like that, it won't go that far, but let's just say it goes far off, maybe this building. Instead of us walking our little happy ass all the way over there and possibly getting shot in the process because of lack of cover, he's probably going to land right on top of it. That's what I'm assuming he's going to do. At least I hope. He might just be floating up there waiting for us to die. Who knows? And also, I don't know why we came in the front of the hangars. There's probably more people at hangars. We should have just went in the back door and got the scav instead of going out the front, revealing ourselves to an entire hangars area and then dying. Here we have Flores. Oh shit, bitch didn't stand a chance. Did he get hit by the helicopter? No, he got sniped. Get wrecked. Our teammate goes down. The helicopter on police station. We got a team on top of the scav, and we're gonna go ahead right for our loadout. Now, I don't know what he's doing when he does this crazy shit. Let's just rewind this. He does this weird thing when he slide cancels. He like moves his crosshair in a circle. It's weird. What he should be doing is moving his crosshair side to side and scanning these freaking hangars as we're running out in the open. But no, he's showing off the fact that he can actually move his crosshair counterclockwise. Good shit, I guess. Look, watch this. Watch. Ready. There it is. Up. What are you doing? Why does that piss me off so much? All right, we have a guy in the tower next to us. Right there. Track the tracers. All right, shout out to the homie. Follow the tracers on the second floor. Nope. Up. Yep. Down to the left. Yep. You see him. And boom. Yep. Now, guys, I don't know why people instinctively think that tower is a good place to be. I'm here to tell you guys right now, if you're new to the game, if you're not new to the game, whatever the case may be, if you see that tower and you start climbing up that ladder, stop. Get the hell out of there. There is zero tactical advantage to being in that freaking tower. You may get a kill. You may get 2 kills. Shit, you may get a team wipe. Who knows? But guess what's going to happen? Whenever you sit in that tower and you're pissing people off, you're making a lot of noise for yourself and for everyone around you. And the people shooting back are making a lot of noise too. So people are going to know you're up there, not just the guys you're shooting at. So if you do squad wipe a team for some unknown reason, you're able to do so, what's going to happen when it's time to get off? You're either going to A, have to jump off and float your way down and then get shot in the fucking head like you deserve, or B, you have to crawl down that ladder slow as shit and get shot in the head like you deserve. All right, but here we are moving our happy ass all the way to the buy station, trying to buy our teammate back. Thankfully, our loadout's still in, so you can actually get that. But again, we still have enemies at the hangar. We still have that team that wiped Flores earlier when he landed. And if he's going to be coming in to get his loadout, I would probably imagine they're going to do the same thing. So once we get the buy off, we may want to make our way back to the loadout to help our squad mate out, because it's going to get real rough for him. And with saying that, dude, I'd probably grab that big Bertha before I went and bought it, drive to the buy station, buy them back, and instantly drive your ass. Oh, look at this. Instantly drive your ass over to the buy station to help your teammate out. But unfortunately, we're getting the buyback first. And hopefully he grabs the Bertha, because again, we do need to help our teammate out. Let's stare at him. Hell yeah. Just stare away, brother. Screw it. Out in the open. I will say, I'm trolling McCarthy, but he's really being a good team player. He's pinging everything he needs to ping. He's letting his teammate know. He's giving his teammate some direction. So as much as I'm really slaying the mistakes he's doing, it's really not a bad option. Now, again, this is a huge mistake, though. We need to be going to help our teammate out. Flores landing on his shit finally. He looks to be safe for now, so we may be all right. Oh, nope. Plate goes down. The other plate about to bust, and Flores is in a fight. And we're trying to make our way to him in the Bertha. Can we make it? Unfortunately, we cannot. And again, that just goes with planning. I would have grabbed the Bertha first and foremost the moment we were planning to buy him back, driven to the buy station, bought him back, and instantly driven to help my teammate out. We can get that loot and other shit later. We didn't really need it in the first place, but we could always get that later. And look at this. Look at this shit. Look at Flores. Look at Flores right now. Flores, what are you about to do, bro? He's got his mohawk. He's ready. Bitch, you ain't got no plates. Stop it. Put it away, bro. Come back here. Get behind me. Let big brother protect you. Start plating up and then start fighting. Why is he ego challenging right now? Also, I want you guys to notice the fact that Flores went down. Flores did not ping who downed him. Huge mistake, right? Guys, when you get knocked, when you spot a target, ping it. That way we know exactly where they're at. We know somewhat where he's at, but we don't know exactly. Hey, there you go. Molly coming in from a little bit to the left, I believe. It was down below. Oh, there's this. No, that's not him. The box. Trying to look through the window. Oh, there's movement by the truck. There he is, right there, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Hey. What are you doing? Remember, if you can see them, they can probably see you. Especially if you're hiding behind a car. There's these things called wheels. They make the car elevate off the ground, meaning if your legs and stuff are there, they're going to get blown out. I mean, there's nothing he can do. He just, wrong place, wrong time, brother. Sorry, my dude. Sorry, my dude. But again, we have another there's another one falling in? Really? Okay. All right. Now, as far as the first guy we killed, wrong place, wrong time. The second guy should have heard our suppressors, and he should have said, fuck this, I'm out, and gone somewhere else. But again, dude, instead of spending all this time looting these stupid crates, all we had to do is finish up the scav. We still have a fuck ton of money. We need to be more worried about the team that's around us than anything else. Respect the bounty, though. Let's go get the bounty. Not police station. They're on the green roof building. I think it's still green. I don't know. They changed all the colors of the buildings. I'm having a hard time adjusting my call outs to that. Was it now purple? Pink? Is it like Barney or some shit? It's not green anymore. It's just, it's peach. Peach fuzz. All right, so there's two enemies hitting us from different windows right now. This ain't the spot for you, fam. This isn't Tarkov where you can just scroll yourself up slowly and get that perfect angle. You're literally having to crouch and uncrouch to see the enemy. How do you think you're gonna be able to shoot them? Change your position or back up. Hey, right there is good. The problem is there may be one guy here. One guy might be rotating to this building because that building, which is where the bounty's pinged at, may be wrong, but we know that that's a possibility. He can get to the rooftop, have a beautiful angle on us. Beautiful angle. So I wouldn't even be in this position in the first place. And again, guys, I'm not ever a fan of living in your scope, scanning a target. Wait to see movement. When you see a little head peek up, then ADS and zoom in on them. Like, again, what are we aiming at? We're aiming at the doors. We're aiming at windows. We're back to the door, back to the window, and back to the door. Nope. Other window. Hey! He said, nope, bitch. All right. Let's discuss this. So, there's a sniper on the rooftop. We know there's a sniper on the rooftop. We see him little bounce around like a bunny rabbit. Look at this. Watch, watch, watch. Hey, there she is. Bouncing like it's Fortnite. I love it. Okay, so the moment the enemy sees the glint, what does the enemy do? The enemy goes prone, which is a good decision. That or back the hell up and relocate, right? So the problem the enemy had, we'll just cover the enemy's mistakes right now, is he literally didn't move. What did he do? He just stood right back up in the exact same situation. If we would have remained focused for a split second longer, that would have been an easy headshot for us on the enemy, and he would have been dead. Now, what should the enemy have done? While he was prone, he should have crawled to the side and popped back up in a different area, forcing the enemy, forcing us to move our crosshairs and rely on our accuracy more than just patience. That, or he should have fell back and changed his position, running on the ledge and coming over here. As a Warzone player, you guys really need to get good at moving around the map and changing your position, especially in gunfights. And as far as McCarthy, dude, I don't know what he's doing. He's just, he loves zooming in and unzooming. That's his thing. That's his fucking thing, dude. This man lives in his scope. He also likes to jump with his scope a lot too. He does this thing where he's like scoped in and he'll just bounce around. All right, enemy teams rotating to police station now. We need to hold. All right, so the enemy relocates to the police station. The circle's coming in. We have the enemy's gate kept to the max. Not only that, but they move to police station, which is a grave for them if we held our ground. The problem is we're running away and we're going to that buy station area we were just at. And we'll discuss that area in a second. What we should do is go inside this building to our left. There's multiple windows on multiple floors and doorways and rooftops we can utilize to get an elevation and an angle on the enemy and kill them when they push out, because the gas will force them to move. What we're doing, however, is we're going to move ourselves all the way out here on the edge of the circle, which is exactly where that buy station is. Play that little wall area, and they're going to think that's a good play. The problem with that area is the fact that, one, we're going to be trying to gatekeep these guys. So we're going to be a little bit too tunnel visioned on this team, which is going to do what? It's going to put us in a position to get third, fourth, and fifth partied, possibly, because of where we're at. The area that he just pinged that he wants to go to is a very, very bad spot. It's on the edge of the map. Once you're there, you still have to cross out in the open to get safely across the ravine and towards the north side of the map. So rotating out of that spot is going to be damn near impossible as it is, but you're going to have other people in the hangars to our left, possibly people in the airfield to our right, also the tower most likely, and then people to the north in those compounds that are just holding us as well. So in simple terms, what does this do for us? Instead of having a team versus team fight, a 2v2 right here, right now, we're going to prolong this fight as long as humanly possible, go out into a bad position, and while we're trying to fight this team, start getting shot at and having to fight other people as well. That's most likely what's going to happen. And I want you guys to notice, as they're moving through, they don't check the corners, they don't check their left, they don't check their right, because they're lazy. They don't want to. They said it's too much, Savage. Just want to play a game and run straight. And that's now we're out in the open, and we're turning around, stopping ourselves, planting our feet, zooming in on where this team is, or where we think they're going to be. And what is that going to do? It's going to get a shot from the hangars to our right, or to y'all's right, or the airfield to the left, or even motherfuckers behind us. And he's not even worried about scanning the left or the right. He's just running straight. It's all he cares about is that ping. Tunnel vision at its finest, guys. Stop tunnel visioning. Stop it. Stop it. There's more play. Oh, weird. Holy shit. Who would have guessed that? Now, as far as this fight's concerned, I don't understand why we're picking this fight. Again, we have an immediate threat to our left-hand side. That is the bounty, and they have to come to us. We have them gate kept, but we're focusing on the tower. Why? Now, some of you may answer, well, Savage, and we're focused on the tower so they don't kill us, and we can get kills. Duh. We see the glimpse. What's going to happen when you knock one of them? They're going to get res, and then you knock the other one. They're going to get res, and then what ends up happening in long term? You end up trading plates, wasting ammo for a fight you can't fucking win. And on top of that, we're going to get shot from the bounty or the other players around us. So what you need to do, what he needs to do in this position is use the walling around him to protect him from tower. That way he doesn't have to worry about them. And then he can just tunnel vision all he wants. Well, don't tunnel vision. Then he could semi-focus the guys coming in. We can gatekeep them, but also him and his teammate need to be scanning their back end too. Because again, we have an entire mountain to our left-hand side with a bunch of buildings, a bunch of windows, and a lot of snipers love sitting there gatekeeping this exact position. This is a horrible spot to be in. Let's just shoot one guy, shoot another guy. Now, as far as the guys in the tower, guys, look, I know a lot of y'all watching the video play that tower. Stop it. Stop it. You just ruin your own gameplay and your own experience. You may get a kill or two, but what ends up happening most of the time? Y'all end up getting wrecked, right? Y'all hardly win the game, right? Oh, look at these guys bailing out for nothing. They did all that shit for nothing. And okay, instead of using the wall as protection, we're going to go ahead and vault up onto a power box where we can not use any protection, right? Now we're actually above the wall and we're actually exposed 360 degrees. I wonder what might happen. Either they're going to headshot us or someone else will. Vehicles to our back inside. These two guys right here just got out. We don't even notice it because we're so tunnel visioned. And lo and behold, weird, we get blitzed. We get an armor crack, which I think should have been a knock. But regardless, they were able to deliver. And they're probably going to push, I would imagine. Maybe not. Maybe not. They get in the vehicle. Here comes the push. We need to hold the walls to get the fight won. These guys hopefully are aggressive as shit. Woo, close. Damn, I was really rooting for that team, man. I really was. I'm sorry, I'm being an asshole. I was rooting for them. I thought they were going to wipe us for sure. Oh, now we got a vehicle to move across safely. We need to take it and go. We also have $18,000. 18,000. What are we doing? Buy an advanced UAV. Buy a UAV. Buy 1,000 UAV. I don't give a shit. Buy something. Don't leave this buy station with your money. What are you doing? They said, nah, Savage, we're good, fam. You're an idiot. And they're going to go ahead and move out on foot. There is a guy on mini map right now. He's below us. You can tell again because of the arrow saying he's below us. Switch to your rifle. Don't get caught out in a fight with your sniper at close range. This guy right here, complete autopilot, not even looking, just running through a ravine. Definitely questionable. There's a vehicle coming towards us right now. The guy in the back, he was eating a Subway sandwich or something. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't even look at us, didn't even shoot at us. He was just sitting there. The driver, once you hit the wall, guys, and you're in a position like that, just get out the car and start fighting. But now we're rocking 12 kills. I'm talking a lot of shit to McCarthy, but he's getting a few kills. So now he's trying to work his way up to the north, get the high ground, and start focusing on in-game situation. He's made it this far, him and his squad mate. Hopefully it can actually carry it out and solidify the W. We shall see, though. Also, if you're wondering how this 32-year-old bald, beautiful man gets so much energy this early in the morning, and it is 5 a.m. right now, I use Sneak Energy. This shit wakes me up. It gets me cracked out, and also it tastes really good. But anyway, here we are now getting shot from the back end, and unfortunately, because of separation, Flores is going to die. Now, these guys are playing really aggressive. We need to go ahead and beam our shots. If you guys are shooting at enemies like this with a sniper rifle, and you're not able to connect on the shots, you need to swap to your other gun and start using that instead, right? Because what these enemies are going to probably do is they're going to fan out on us, and we're going to need to switch to our rifle anyway. So the moment I missed my first shot, I probably would have switched. After the second shot, I definitely would have switched to my AR and started beaming these motherfuckers, because that's exactly what they're going to do. Not to mention, we're in a very bad spot. We're on the low ground. They got the high ground. We need to go ahead and try to get the fight won, maybe out-rotate them by rotating over here, going back to the edge of the zone, and then getting some elevation and some ridges as cover and getting the shots off. However, with saying that, we do have these assholes to worry about too, so I'm playing on the fly because they'll probably third party us no matter what happens. My God, bro. This is why you don't live in your scope. There's this thing called a glint. If you're in your scope for too long, guess what happens? They see you! Holy shit, weird. Gets the self-res off. Needs to start plating up. Doesn't matter. Guy pushes the wall. GG for him. All right, but here we are now spectating Luo and his duo. That was so stupid. Luo and Englert. What a name. And see, that's why I was telling the other guy to switch from his sniper to his rifle. There was no reason why he couldn't, you know? All these rifles beam like a son of a bitch. Recoil doesn't really exist in this game anymore. Just use your rifle, bro. All right, but here we are now, focusing on in-game situation. There are 6 enemy teams left, 11 players, so we're sitting pretty. Not many duo teams left. There's a few solos running around. And we're going to hug the edge of the wall. Now, I'm not really hugely against this. I always tell you guys to slow it down, and you want to watch the edge. That way you don't get shot from behind, just like the squad we were just spectating did by these guys, right? So they're playing it correctly, but you kind of want to keep peeking inside and start getting intel, gathering information. That way when the circle does rotate, you can be like, oh, well, shit, I saw a guy in this building. I saw a guy in this building. And then you guys can fight accordingly. He spray painted. What? Can we get some F's in the comment section for your boy who was just laying prone staring at thermite and then he got shot and died? Weird. Don't go prone. If you drop shot, that's fine, but stand up instantly and start moving your body, because even though you're fighting one guy, assuming he doesn't kill you, you're gonna get shot from someone else because you're laying prone. Luo able to get the kill, I'm assuming. Now we have another guy left. He needs to be careful because the enemy may be pushing the wall. He may be behind us right now and then rotating up to shoot us. For some reason, we're gonna go in the gas, vault over. This is kind of questionable. And that's why the enemy could have been down the hill, could have been behind the wall, could have been on our side of the wall, and us moving and jumping out into the unknown. We just didn't know. We were having to scan everything. We got killed from the one area we weren't looking. So now here we are spectating Gomez and his squad. So that wasn't even the team that pushed us originally. Rocking a beautiful Bruin, bro. I haven't seen the Bruin build like this in a minute. Now, if you guys remember the Bruin build back in the day, I'm going to try to stand aside so you guys can see it. It's just It's glorious. Bruin Meadow is one of my favorites. It was such a fun gun to use, man. Despite how you may feel about it, it was a fun gun to use. Okay, fuck it. Oh, there it is. Ho! And short-lived. Now, again, same situation. What do we need right now? We don't need plates. We don't need ammo. We could use a gas mask for 1 tick. We don't need shit. Let's get in the top of the building and start looking around. Again, when you're at end game like this, stop blinding yourself by sitting in a building hiding like a bitch. Start looking around. You don't have to fight. You don't have to sit in the window and wave at the world. Just peek it real quick. Be like, oh, we're good there. Oh, there's an enemy to the left. Weird. Did you see that? Hold. This is what I'm talking about. We're camping a building, and the moment he tries to scan, he doesn't see it. Why doesn't he see it? Because he's looking for the wrong thing. You need to train your eyes to look for the slightest movement. I'll see if I can freeze frame it on the enemy. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. There he is right there. Weird. There he is right there, right? And you'll see him run. But our guy Gomez doesn't see shit. I don't know what why are you zooming in if you can't see, fam? And trust me, I can say that. I'm blind as shit too. That's why I got glasses, dude. I can't see a damn thing. But still, bro, come on, man. You gotta train your eyes for movement. I don't know what the hell he's looking for. Someone wearing a bunny rabbit skin or dressed like Iron Man? I don't know. It's too much Fortnite shit going on. There's a reason why he has 3 kills at the end of the game. Here we are beaming a target. And I see this is a situation where you don't want to fight. When it comes to end game, ladies and gentlemen, if you're really lacking in aggression, if you just don't know how to play aggressive, if you just don't have confidence to go out there in 1v2 and 1v1 and 2v2 and really just play aggressive, right? Aggressive. If you can't do it, don't do it. Don't. Not yet. I want to implore you guys to get out there and practice aggression, but that's what the beginning of the game's for. When it comes to end game, we're in a bad spot, which we are. We'll discuss that in a second. Don't pick fights with people that are going to be able to gatekeep you and kill you. And with saying that, leading right up to that is, look where we're at right now. We're in this building. We got to cross an open street and push this area here. We've got 6 other enemies left. We know there's one in here. I would guarantee you there's probably an enemy in here somewhere. And because we're making so much noise, guess what this enemy is going to start looking at? So now we're shooting an enemy, and I'm not against you shooting at people, but guess what? When we shoot at him, he's going to dive off and get safe. That's a very narrow window of opportunity to get the knock, to get the down, and the execute. I'm just not for this play at all. And then we start spraying after too. So now the guys in this building here know we're here, and I promise you they will gatekeep us, and I would put money on it that we die. Someone called an airstrike on us. We're able to hide ourselves to safety. And time to move, boys. Time to move. This is where boys are made into men. All right, luckily nobody's in this building to shoot us and gatekeep us. All right. Next play, right? Next play. We have a stun grenade. The guys who were sitting in this building have rotated now, and now they just obtained the top floor. How do we push them? There's 2 guys up here. Well, you can guarantee someone's gonna be laying prone or sitting behind the desk right next to the staircase. That's every fight. And there's a huge chance his teammate might be next to him, or his teammate might be over here watching the hallway. Now, it's a very hard thing to push. It's not the easiest, but as long as you have stuns, which we do, it could be very easy. And we have thermite. I would throw the stun up there first. I'd save the thermite because we're going to need to get up the staircase. And if you miss your throw, you might just block yourself from taking advantage of the stun grenade. Once they're stunned, push up there slowly. Don't just dive in there, because remember, there's multiple teammates in there. You want to go ahead and win this fight efficiently. Don't overplay it. Oh, going back outside. There's a stun. Here we go. All right, we get the stun out. Unfortunately, we missed it. And there he is behind the desk. Now, there's a C4 next to us. That sucks. The moment I saw that, I'd be like, never mind. I'm good. Sorry, teammate. You're dead. And then kind of regroup and play later. So they are doing the split. There's a teammate right here, and I would assume the other teammate's probably behind us in the hallway or all the way at the end. What I don't like what this team did is Myers pushed up there before we threw the stun. Now, I'm assuming Gomez didn't articulate that. He's like, hey, bro, we're going to stun him and then push. So that's kind of Gomez's fault for not having that teamwork aspect. But I don't like the fact that Myers just pushed up there by himself in the first place before the stun went off. And then once that happened, once everything solidified and they were able to down Myers, we just kind of pushed up all willy-nilly, not paying attention to a damn thing. And then we get shot from behind. Weird. But regardless, that's it for the squad. These guys are now both up, and we are spectating Wessler and Parmley, who are in a 2v2v2. and they have favor. So right now, I say they have favor because everyone has to come to them. All right, we have circle favor. Everyone has to come towards us. So all we got to do is hold 2 different angles. They can move with the circle if they want, or they can just hold this building and get the shots off. We need to be watching the east side. Our teammate needs to be watching the way he's already watching. Just keep watching that area. They got to rotate there. Don't look at the building. What are you doing? Look at the wall. They got to come up. Come on, bro. Oh, weird. And now it's a... So I still got a teammate over there. They just threw that game by not watching what they need to be watching. And that is all she wrote. GG. Now, before we end this video, I want to go back and discuss why I got so fucking irritated. All the shots coming from outside the wall. Well, they're going to have to either A, come up this way, which blue will have an angle on, or B, come up this way. Now, most players will try not to run down an open street if they don't have to. The only reason this makes a little bit more sense is because it's in the gas. Most players don't watch inside the gas. So again, I would have held this wall because that's what I've assumed he was going to run from and run to. That's exactly what happened. But he was so indecisive. He kept looking one way, looking back. He had the right idea. He's just second guessed himself and didn't trust his gut. And for some reason, look at the wall at the last second. If we would have killed this guy just now, we would have won the game. But unfortunately for your boys, it was GG. And again, guys, I really wanted to make this video a little bit more in depth as far as fighting and teamwork, because I really just want to dive more in depth with it. I feel like there's so many situations you guys get in fights, just doing screwed up shit. And I want to try to direct you guys to getting more aggressive just for practice, and also how to play passive when the time arises. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel today. Let's get this video to 1,500 likes. And if you have teammates that play like this, make sure you share this video with your friends. But until next time, y'all have a good one, and good luck in Warzone.